Tesla has unveiled Cybercab and Robovan to close out this year. These self-driving vehicles were more impressive than previously rumored. However, we noticed that many people were disappointed because what they had been eagerly anticipated seemed to be missing at the recent event. We mean Tesla's Model 2, or the affordable car that Elon's talked about several times. Model 2 was only $25,000, smaller than Model 3, and that was also absent. This sparked discussions that Tesla might have canceled this car to prioritize Cybercab. But no, Model 2 still on track and will hit the streets early next year as confirmed. This is what you need to know, or why it didn't launch Cybercab and Robovan. So, welcome to it. This is Tesla Car World. Thanks for being with us. Tesla's We Robot event is exactly what the company had been working on for years, as Elon first teased the car without a steering wheel or pedals at Tesla Autonomy Day back at 2019. It's hard to believe that such a car would exist, but it's finally here. The Cybercab is indeed a fully autonomous wheeled robot that looks a lot cooler than the previously leaked prototypes. The event also unveiled the Robovan with a design that is a bit bizarre but undeniably stands out from other vans. And many believe that the third vehicle featured at Warner Brothers Studios was the Model 2, since prior to that event, numerous analysts and sources were convinced that the affordable car would be the highlight instead of the Cybercab. In the excitement and anticipation of each super product passing through the crowd, Tesla closed the party with Optimus. At this point, it seemed that the majority had realized that there would not be a third car at the event until now, and many people are still wondering, where is the Model 2 and why didn't it show up at the event? So now we'll explain the reason why Model 2 did not have a place at the event. The truth is, the affordable car is still on track for release, contrary to the cancellation rumors. It's expected to debut in early 2025, meaning the next launch event could happen in about 6 months. Model 2 will be a more compact version of Model 3. However, Elon decided not to talk about it because as soon as he announced it, this would cause the Osborne effect, causing Model 3 buyers to delay and create a huge amount of inventory and also affect car deliveries. That's the first reason. The second being that Tesla didn't bring the Model 2 to the We Robot event is because Model 2 just didn't fit the theme of the event. That's autonomy and robotics. And when you look at Cybercab, Robotaxi, or even Optimus Robot, they all rely on FSD to operate, meaning they're all robots, wheeled robots, human-like legged robots. Yeah, it'd be pretty out of place and kind of inappropriate to just bring a normal, even non-FSD enabled car to the event. So, for these two reasons, the absence of Model 2 makes more sense than its presence at the event. But don't get too worried about the negative rumors out there because Tesla canceled its plans to produce Model 2. Just listen to what Elon has to say about it.
We won't get too much into the product roadmap here because that is reserved for product announcement events. But we are on track to deliver a more affordable model in the first half of next year.
Although Tesla has confirmed the launch timing of Model 2, most people still have doubts about this schedule, as even the Cybercab is expected to begin use by the end of 2026. So people might think Model 2 will be a matter of 2 more years or longer. However, it clearly has a reason to appear earlier than Cybercab. In our view, considering that the exterior, interior, and chassis are basically done and Model 2 does not have to just sit and wait for necessary regulatory approvals for autonomous vehicles, just a few minor changes are needed to bring the $25,000 electric car to market. Therefore, compared to the Cybercab, it is much simpler when it comes to the design of the Model 2, and we're not too certain as Tesla tends to keep its products well hidden until their official release. The most accurate depiction of it comes from the official teaser image shared in 2023 at a shareholder meeting, showing the curved roofline of a vehicle with a design that looks a lot like a Model Y SUV and Model 3 sedan. Now, earlier this year, a low-res, grainier photo of the 2-door hatchback began circulating, showing that the Model 2 was under development at Tesla's Gigafactory in Germany. This is not an official image from Tesla, but many believe it to be a legitimate leaked photo of a compact prototype, about 30% smaller than Model Y parked next to it. And no other theory fits better than it being the Model 2. Since then, there have been no other leaked photos of it. This is not too difficult to understand because you know that Cybercab was hidden very well and no one knew about its real design prior to the event. We also got news that Cybercab was only tested at night to avoid paparazzi, and it was always camouflaged. So till Model 2 gets launched, no one can 100% say one thing or another about its design. But we believe that it's not going to be like Cybercab. Instead, Model 2 will be a compactor version of Model 3. Why do we say it's not going to be like Cybercab? Well, the truth is, we've seen a lot of articles and info out there claiming that Model 2 will be looking like Cybercab Robotaxi because they share the same next-gen platform. And since designing it like a self-driving car could save the manufacturer some comfort, meaning fewer additional design elements, the assumption is that the Model 2 will basically be a Cybercab with a steering wheel, pedals, and extra seating. Now, on the surface, that might sound logical, but it's just not true. We're willing to bet that Model 2 and Cybercab will actually be way less related than people might think. First off, Model 2 and Cybercab don't use the same platform as people think. While both are part of Tesla's future lineup and fall into the compact car category, their production processes are different. As Tesla confirmed, the Cybercab will be built using Tesla's most advanced production line known as the unbox process, whereas the Model 2 gets produced on the current line, just like the Model 3. According to internal sources, Tesla has not finished developing the unbox process yet, which is why Cybercab is not expected to go into full operation until the year after next. But the affordable Model 2 benefits from being produced on the current platform, so Tesla won't be facing any delays with that. Putting Model 2 on a different production line than Cybercab makes them less alike than people expect. While Model 2 will be about the same size as the Cybercab, its design will resemble a more tiny Model 3 rather than looking like a Cybertruck-inspired Cybercab. We think this is a good thing because the Model 3 is highly rated and considered one of the best cars to buy in 2024, both in terms of price and technology. Model 2 is expected to be about 20% smaller than Model 3. Initially, people thought the Model 2 would be produced as a passenger hatchback, but now it's more likely to debut as a small crossover, which fits better with the current market. When you look at Cybercab, it also has a more conventional shape than anticipated, a two-seater with an aerodynamic design. Overall, it's likely to resemble a compact crossover, a lot like what you'd expect from an affordable EV. While all Tesla vehicles have a sporty feel, Model 2's 0 to 60 acceleration might be a bit slower, clocking in somewhere between 5 and 7 seconds. It'll feature Tesla's instant torque, but the driving experience may be less exhilarating and the suspension quality could be toned down to some extent. However, just because it's minimalist does not mean the design is going to be boring. Tesla's not going that route, especially after all what we learned from Cybertruck. So we can expect an improved design for Model 2, particularly with features like the light bar. We think the light bar fits perfectly with Tesla EVs and really enhances the look of the Cybercab. Cybercab is set to be an automated version of Model 2, with the only difference being pedals in the steering wheel. Since Cybercab hits the streets in 2026, Model 2 might not be far off. As far as Model 2's price, it's likely to stay around $25 grand. Musk stated that the Cybercab will be priced at under $30K, and it makes sense that Model 2 will be in a similar range since they're both smaller, cost-effective vehicles. Of course, the reason the Robotaxi is priced below $30K is due to its smaller battery pack, simple design, and the lack of steering wheel and pedals. But for Model 2, how will Tesla manage to save costs? Great question. We think the answer is pretty simple. By removing full self-driving, the company's self-driving technology that sells for around $10K, albeit incompletely. So they remove FSD and add a few components that aren't found in Cybercab, like the steering wheel, pedals, rear windows, or row of seats in the back, and voila, you end up with a $25,000 Tesla Model 2. Furthermore, Model 2 is expected to have a battery pack of around 50 kilowatts, along with other cost-effective techniques, such as using less expensive motors and just a more basic interior. Now, don't get us wrong, Model 2 will still be able to take at least 4 passengers places, but less cargo space compared to Robotaxi. This minimalist interior design that Tesla is known for will likely focus on software-based controls instead of traditional buttons and switches, and the seating will likely be more standard. We can deny that range, the battery pack, is where the cost savings can be and can easily be a few $1,000s. Look at the cheapest Chinese EVs. The BYD's Seagull, for example, has a standard battery of 30 kilowatts with under 200 miles range, which is great for the city, and its sales numbers prove that. So saying who wants a car with just 150-mile range is kind of naive. However, we believe Model 2 has a higher range than the Chinese models. While the specs are still being finalized, analysts are pretty optimistic that Model 2 could hit somewhere between 200 to 250 miles on one charge. Tesla may hold a separate launch event for Model 2, as Elon said during the second quarter earnings call, but based on the timeline he provided, the launch event could happen for early next year. Now, in our view, it's not just the Model 2 that's in the pipeline. There's another standout model expected to debut next year, potentially right after Tesla breaks out the Model 2. As earlier reports have confirmed, following the refresh of the Model 3, Model Y is next in line for the redesign. The 2025 Model Y is expected to undergo changes in its outside design, interior, and performance. Tesla's sales this year have seen a decline partly because many customers are waiting for the next version of Model Y, codenamed Juniper project. Over the years, this Tesla SUV has been the best-selling electric vehicle in the US and one of the most popular cars in places like LA. It's also ranked among the best-selling vehicles in the globe. However, after nearly 6 years since its 2019 launch, it's starting to show signs of fading in the market. 6 months ago, Elon confirmed on X that Tesla would not release a refreshed Model Y this year, and this announcement was made to encourage customers not to wait for the new version, so of course it was also to avoid the Osborne effect. So 2025 will be the time when Tesla's ready to launch Model Y Juniper. We've seen some reports that its new battery pack will be much better. This means it can increase the range or shorten the charging time. Quite exciting and not inferior to Model 2. Another cool piece of news about Cybercab that's being discussed is its charging speed and charging time. During the recent launch event, Elon emphasized that Cybercab will not be equipped with an NACS port. Instead, it's going to have inductive charging. Elon did not elaborate on how long it'll charge wirelessly, what the charger will look like, and how fast it will charge these things. But in a surprise, Tesla actually revealed some details about Cybercab's wireless charger. As could be seen in the video, the wireless charging pad is an angular square that Cybercab backs into. Interestingly, the animation of Cybercab's charging session showed a charging power of 25 kilowatts at 35%. With rumors of a 38 kilowatt-hour battery in the Cybercab, it means 2 hours of charging for 180 miles of range with margin to get a charger. So realistically, this car could be utilized as a taxi 22 out of 24 hours. And yeah, there may no longer be a reason to charge faster than this, and it would mean that the batteries last even longer. Interestingly, Tesla posted a video of a featured render of the Cybercab with a battery pack that seemed to be comprised of 4680 cells. EV Battery Industry Watcher, the limiting factor, in a post on X, confirmed that Cybercab may be equipped with LFP 4680s. So, if Model Y Juniper or Model 2 uses this type of battery, it would not be surprising. The 4680 is clearly Tesla's best one, designed to help reduce the cost of EVs. Using the 4680 battery, which is made in-house, is also a way for Tesla EVs to qualify for the federal tax credit of $7,500. For instance, your base price of Model 2, if it is indeed $25,000, customers then only need to pay $17,500 to buy it. Of course, if Tesla does opt for LFP for Model 2, that wouldn't be too controversial either, as this battery is currently used in about 70% of Tesla's EVs. If Tesla can bring LFP battery production for Model 2 to the US instead of bringing it in from China, it would also make the affordable electric vehicle eligible for the federal tax credit. Elon first hinted at the idea of a more affordable Tesla during the company's Battery Day in 2020. The goal was ambitious: make a high-quality, fully electric vehicle at a starting price point. The key to achieving this lies in Tesla's advancements in battery technology, particularly the new 4680 battery cells, which aim to reduce costs while improving range and performance. However, to this day, not much is known about Model 2, other than the fact that it'll be a smaller, cheaper electric vehicle with a starting price point of $25,000, long considered the sweet spot for consumer vehicles. All automakers want to make low-cost cars to reach a wide customer base, but Tesla's been slow in developing the Model 2. With increasing expectations from the market and a strong commitment from Elon Musk, Tesla's Model 2 is expected to be a big shock in the auto industry by 2025. Consumers looking for a cheap and modern car will not be able to wait to own this car, and the launch of the Model 2 will certainly attract millions of customers. The fact that this car did not appear at the We Robot event does not mean it has been canceled. On the other hand, it's on the development roadmap. The difference between Model 2 and self-driving cars like the Cybercab will give consumers more choices, from features to design. It is predicted that when the Model 2 is officially launched, it will not only satisfy the demand for an affordable car, but also affirm Tesla's position in the global electric car race. The combination of advanced technology and reasonable price will make the Model 2 sell like hotcakes, creating a booming next year, 2025, for Tesla. Elon Musk's Tesla Model 2 has the potential to revolutionize the electric car market by providing a high-tech, affordable option that makes electric cars accessible to a much wider audience. Remember, we talked about that $25,000 sweet spot. While the details and the timeline are still uncertain, it's clear that the Model 2 can play a key role in Tesla's goal. For now, we can only wait to see if Model 2 truly becomes a reality. But given Tesla's history of exceeding expectations, we would not be surprised to see this affordable electric vehicle on the road, in the highways and byways, and in urban areas in the next few years. And we want to ask you, what do you think of this car? In our opinion, if Elon can finally create a Tesla Model 2 priced at only $25,000 US, It might be worth the wait. Do you agree? Thank you so much for watching our video. If you found the content helpful and want to explore more exciting information about Tesla's electronic vehicles, don't forget, smash that like button and be sure you share this video with your friends. Also, if you haven't already, be sure you're subscribed to Tesla Car World and turn on those notifications so you're guaranteed to never miss out on our latest once, sometimes twice a day video updates. And with that, we very, very much appreciate your support and the time you took to watch this video. So picture this, we're in the year 2025 and your morning commute, it's powered by a $25,000 Tesla EV with 300 miles of range, as smooth and quiet as you ever imagined. At home, you've got an Optimus robot taking care of dinners and chores, freeing you up to actually enjoy your life. Even better, your night out with friends is made effortless by a sleek, driverless robo-taxi that's both affordable and futuristic. And after partying with your friends, you're gliding home with Tesla's unsupervised full self-driving tech doing all the work. From affordable EVs to cutting-edge robots, Tesla's transforming everyday life in ways once thought impossible. 2025 isn't just another year, it's the future you've been waiting for. So, how will Tesla's innovations transform your life next year? What are the specific 5 technologies announced by Elon for next year?
But we expect to have several thousand Optimus robots produced and doing useful things by the end of next year in the Tesla factories. And then in 2026, ramping up production quite a bit. And at that point, we'll be providing Optimus robots to outside customers. That'll be production version 2 of Optimus. For the energy business,
the most dramatic announcement is the Optimus, a humanoid robot designed to do tasks currently done by us humans. With production of the 3rd version slated for next year, Optimus is expected to mark Tesla's first major foray into robotics. The robot's 5'8", weighs 125 pounds, and can do about 80% of what humans can, from chores around the house to heavy-duty industrial jobs. The price expected to run you about $20,000, according to Tesla, which would make it affordable enough for an average household. Initial beta tests have already shown a 90% success rate for the Optimus in completing complex tasks like cooking and cleaning, with early risers reporting a 50% increase in productivity when integrated into their daily routines. The robot's AI allows it to learn and adapt, suggesting that it could even take on more complex jobs later on. If Optimus gets mass production and it proves to be reliable, it could reduce labor costs by 30% in manufacturing and other industries, while Tesla's existing plans with major retailers could lead to its use in customer-facing roles. Tesla projects sales of over 1 million units by the end of 2026, reflecting the scale of its vision for integrating robots into everyday life. Yet despite these projections, questions remain. Is Tesla overestimating its ability to ramp up production? Early reviews are promising, but scaling this kind of tech to millions of homes and workplaces is unprecedented. Still, the market potential is enormous. Global robotics is expected to reach $500 billion by the end of the decade. Tesla's success right here could showcase a defining moment in the future of labor and automation.
But we are on track to deliver a more affordable model in the first half of next year.
Another long-promised development is Tesla's affordable electric vehicle. We'll call it an EV for short. Expected to start production in the first half of next year. This one's priced at $25,000, and the car is expected to be able to go 300 miles on just one charge, with a goal of attracting at least 1 million new customers a year, pushing Tesla's overall sales growth by 30%. The car is designed to democratize electric vehicle ownership, making it accessible to a broader audience beyond just Tesla's current premium market. Tesla's already secured $1 billion in investments to build new gigafactories dedicated to mass production, aiming to make 500,000 units annually by 2026. Early pre-launch reviews have given the car a 4.8 out of 5 rating, highlighting its quality and despite its low price point. While the affordable EV has the potential to disrupt the combustion engine car sector, the market's still full of doubts about this particular model. Understandable too, because many conflicting rumors surrounding the undisclosed seedling. Is Tesla going to be able to actually cut down their production costs low enough to get to that $25,000 price tag? Moreover, the EV market is getting crowded out, with competitors offering their own low-cost options like BYD's Dolphin, priced at over $20,000. Nissan Leaf's also a go-to choice, with a starting price of around $27,000. Chevrolet has also entered the electric car market,
They got the Chevy Bolt EV, which costs $26,000. So Tesla's going to need to continue innovating to maintain its edge. But if Tesla can deliver on their promise, this would make EV ownership attainable for millions worldwide, hastening the transition to a more sustainable transportation future.
I mean, based on the current trend, it seems as though we should get miles between interventions to be high enough that it should be far enough in excess of humans that you could do unsupervised possibly by the end of this year. I would be shocked if we cannot do it next year. So next year seems highly probable.
Perhaps the most eagerly anticipated development is Tesla's unsupervised FSD, which Elon confidently claims will be up and running next year. Tesla vehicles with this feature will be able to navigate cities without a driver. Musk has been promising this level of autonomy since 2019, but recent statements suggest technology is closer than ever. Right now, 100,000 Tesla drivers and more are participating in FSD beta, with the goal to have 1 billion miles driven by FSD cars by the end of 2026. Early data from this program shows a 95% success rate in navigating city areas. Tesla's working closely with regulatory bodies in states like Cali and New York to gain approval for its unsupervised FSD, which would mark a monumental step forward in autonomous vehicle technology. In the past, Elon has repeatedly missed deadlines, and regulatory approval is notoriously slow, especially when it's such a disruptive technology. But in just a few months, success will be evident, and unsupervised FSD is going to drastically cut down on traffic accidents, with some studies showing that autonomous vehicles could cut those rates by as much as half. Tesla's insurance partnerships also give discounted rates for FSD vehicles, incentivizing customers to further adopt the technology. This breakthrough could change not just how we drive, but also how we think about car ownership and transport. Moving toward this exciting future, the challenges we see today are laying the groundwork for a safer and efficient tomorrow.
I guess that's really just a question of when to expect when can we do unsupervised full self-driving?
The rollout of robotaxi service is closely tied to the success of FSD. If the self-driving technology can achieve unsupervised status, Tesla wants to roll out a fleet of autonomous robotaxis by October of next year. These vehicles will not require drivers and can go 24/7, cutting costs by 75% compared to regular current ride-hailing services. Early pilots in select cities have already demonstrated an average wait time of under 5 minutes for robotaxis, and customer satisfaction rates are above 95%. Tesla hopes to generate $10 billion from robotaxi service by 2027, with an initial fleet of 500,000 vehicles hitting the streets by 2026. Partnerships with major ride-sharing platforms have also been forged, ensuring a wide user base from the get-go. According to the daily info updated by Tesla till now, the company has received approval from the regulatory agency to circulate this model. Musk is very confident that ensuring the launch time of the robotaxi release date is indeed 2025. Closing out next year, Tesla is aiming to disrupt the freight transport industry with their Tesla Semi. This is an all-electric 18-wheeler expected to start production by the end of next year. With a range of 500 miles of charge and a payload capacity of 80,000 pounds, the Semi is designed to replace traditional diesel trucks. The Semi promises to save operators $200,000 in fuel costs across 3 years, and Tesla already has pre-orders from Walmart and Pepsi. The truck's projected to get 10% of the freight market in its first year and cut greenhouse gas emissions by 80% by the end of the decade. Analysts predict the Semi could account for 15% of the freight industry by 2030, a big-time leap for electric trucks. So, how are they different from previous technologies? We're not just building cars, we're creating an ecosystem of sustainable and intelligent solutions that cater to various aspects of life, Musk emphasized. Affordability has become a hot topic in the car world. In the past, Tesla was all about the high-end models like the S and X, catering to that premium crowd. But fast forward to 2025, and we're seeing the arrival of more budget-friendly EVs aimed at making electric mobility accessible to a much bigger audience. Our new affordable EVs are designed to bring electric mobility to the masses, moving away from the exclusivity of our earlier models, Elon said. Everyone deserves a shot at driving the future. In addition to that, they said, our FSD 2025 version will set a new benchmark in autonomous driving, eliminating the need for humans. There's a major leap forward on the horizon. Previous versions of FSD needed a driver and only offered semi-autonomy. But come 2025, FSD promises full autonomy, no human needed. Kind of like we're stepping into that sci-fi movie where cars drive themselves. Total Recall, anyone? All right, let's not forget about the exciting integration of robotics. Optimus is the first major step in the robotics field, leveraging AI expertise to create a robot that can integrate into everyday life. Elon explained. Tesla's earlier focus was primarily on automotive technology and energy, but now with the intro of Optimus, they're getting head first into intelligent robotics. Picture this, a robot doing all your chores around the house. Daily chore automation and advanced industrial applications powered by AI are on the way. By embedding sophisticated AI, Optimus learns, adapts, and does a bunch of different tasks, from household chores to complex industrial operations. This integration positions Tesla as a leader in the emerging field of robotics. What a time to be alive, right? And gone are the days when the emphasis was solely on individual vehicle ownership. Robotaxi creates a new era in transportation where autonomous technology provides efficient and scalable mobility solutions, Elon remarked. By 2025, they're shifting gears towards shared mobility services. Robotaxi's concept is leveraging autonomous technology to provide scalable transportation solutions, making it easier to get around town, kind of like having your personal chauffeur. Lastly, the focus on commercial solutions is getting more pronounced. Earlier products were centered on consumer vehicles and energy. With the intro of the Semi in 2025, the company is targeting logistics and freight with sustainable and efficient transportation solutions, a game changer for commercial trucking, promoting eco-friendly practices and keeping businesses moving. It's like Tesla saying, let's save the planet while we're at it. How did Tesla prepare for this plan? In second quarter of this year, the financial results showed that the company not only gave us a detailed breakdown of recent financials, but also a glimpse into the future of its groundbreaking technologies. As usual, the focus wasn't just on money figures, but on the upcoming innovations that could potentially change industries, if not the world. An intricate strategy involving large-scale investment, research, and collaboration that's been years in the making. Central to Tesla's strategy is colossal investment in research and development. In 2024, Tesla earmarked $5 billion towards advancing AI, robotics, and FSD. This investment marks a shift, indicating that Tesla is prioritizing its technological lead more than ever before. That $5 billion budget is not just a pie-in-the-sky research project. It's targeted, it's deliberate, and aligns directly with Tesla's plans to roll out new features and products like Optimus, upgraded FSD, and more efficient batteries. Tesla's Optimus, for instance, is slated to benefit from this R&D focus. Elon often talked about the robot as a game changer, not just for Tesla, but society as a whole. Next year, Tesla plans to have the humanoid robot doing a wide array of tasks on its own, surpassing what the current robots are capable of. With this major investment, Tesla's building infrastructure and technology to make sure that Optimus isn't just another robot, but a true AI-driven assistant that integrates seamlessly into everyday life. To accommodate the expected demand for these products, Tesla's massively scaling up its production. One of the key strategies has been the expansion of gigafactories. Tesla initiated plans to expand Gigafactory in Texas last year, investing $770 million to enhance production. The same year, plans were also underway to scale up production in Berlin, aiming to increase output to about 1 million vehicles a year. Also, Giga Shanghai, Giga Nevada are set for further expansion. These facilities are designed not just to increase production, but handle future production of Optimus and Tesla's highly anticipated battery technology, like those 4680 cells. The upcoming 4680 batteries, developed in-house, are at the core of Tesla's mission to cut costs and improve efficiency. These cells aren't just more powerful, but also more cost-effective to make, giving Tesla a significant competitive edge. In addition, Elon has invested in a Tesla Semi-factory in Nevada with an investment of about $5 billion, expected to produce up to 100,000 Tesla Semis every year. Expanding these factories is crucial as it allows Tesla to maintain control over the supply chain, ensuring they can meet demand while avoiding pitfalls of relying on external suppliers. Notably, Tesla's workforce has grown by 50% to match this production increase to meet the global demand of top-tier manufacturing. The company is aligned with top-tier companies like NVIDIA to enhance AI capabilities, particularly for FSD and robotics. Elon has been on a shopping spree, snapping up numerous startups in the AI sector to boost self-driving and enhance their products. One of the standout acquisitions was DeepScale, a startup specializing in machine learning and computer vision, which Tesla bought in 2019. This move aimed to supercharge Tesla's self-driving capabilities using advanced image recognition and data processing. Fast forward to 2022, and Tesla added another gem to its collection by acquiring Element AI, a Canadian-based startup. This purchase was all about ramping up research and development in AI. Most recently, Elon announced plans to invest a whopping $5 billion in yet another AI startup, underscoring Tesla's strong commitment to advancing AI technology for the company's long-term vision. These acquisitions allow Tesla to stay ahead of the curve in AI development, giving it access to cutting-edge technologies that can be integrated into Optimus FSD and other future products. In addition, Tesla's teamed up with various academic institutions and research labs to focus on developing battery technology and advancing artificial intelligence. One key partner is the University of Texas in Austin, where cutting-edge research is being done to enhance battery performance in production for electric vehicles. Tesla's also joined forces with the University of Zagreb to streamline the battery manufacturing process. This collabo aims to boost production efficiency, cut costs, and improve the quality of battery cells. And that's not all. Tesla's established relationships with several other research organizations and top universities to push the envelope on advanced technologies in energy and AI. It's a smart strategy. After all, when you want to lead in innovation, partnering with the best minds in the world is the way to go. Another critical part of Tesla's preparation is the development of the Dojo supercomputer. Dojo is set to play a role in training Tesla's neural network, which are essential for FSD and Optimus. The sheer processing power of Dojo allows Tesla to process vast amounts of data, optimizing its AI systems faster and more efficiently than ever before. The supercomputer is not just about speed, it's about accuracy and improving the decision-making abilities of Tesla's AI systems. For FSD, it means safer, more reliable autonomous driving. For Optimus, this translates into the ability to perform tasks that previously required human intervention. This is a massive leap forward, making Tesla's AI-powered products more practical and capable in real-world applications. One of the most buzzworthy Tesla investments right now is FSD software. After 4 years of hard work, thousands of users are already testing beta versions. But this year's shaping up to be a game-changer for FSD as Tesla hones in on making it widely accessible. Tesla's pouring in resources into ensuring FSD can navigate environments without humans. Thanks to the powerhouse Dojo, FSD is constantly learning from real-world situations to tackle complex driving scenarios all on its own. Elon's been quite the cheerleader for FSD, claiming it will not only just transform the auto industry, but revolutionize transportation as we currently know it. Beyond personal driving, Tesla's FSD is set to be a cornerstone of the robotaxi, allowing Tesla owners to get some extra cash by renting out their self-driving cars when they're not using them. So, what are you most excited for Tesla to achieve from their list of groundbreaking technologies set to get released next year? Do you really think all this is going to happen at once? We'd be happy if you let us know your comments about this and hope you'll experience the utmost relaxation after watching this episode. If you do, hit the like button and join Tesla Car World by subscribing to our channel. Your feedback and time are very much appreciated.
More affordable vehicles is really the game changer. Like for most people, it is really not a question of whether they want a Tesla. They do want a Tesla. They simply do not have enough money to afford one. So we have to make it affordable. That's essential.
The buzz from Tesla's We Robot event still lingers and the world is hungry for more, especially the elusive something more that Elon hinted at just before the event. Investors and analysts are eagerly awaiting what could be the biggest game changer in EV history, the Model 2. Millions dream of owning this affordable electric car, and Elon recently confirmed it's set to debut at the end of this year, with production kicking off next year. But where exactly is the Model 2 right now? Is it really as close to reality as Elon says? Let's dive into the truth behind this hype in today's episode of Tesla Car World. How affordable is the Tesla Model 2 gonna be? Supply chain insiders are buzzing. Tesla's upcoming affordable EV is expected to retail at around $21,800. That's a number you don't hear too often when it comes to EVs, especially with a Tesla badge on it. But how's that even possible? Well, Tesla's aiming to cut production costs in half compared to Model 3, which currently costs $33,600 to make, meaning that the target production cost for this new smaller EV, likely to be called the Model 2, would land at around $16,800. Tesla isn't just cutting costs for the fun of it. They've got their eyes set on maintaining profitability, which, let's be real, they're pretty good at. Even if they keep the price of this new model low, they're planning to slap on a 30% margin on top of the $16,800 cost. So if the car ends up retailing for $22,000, that's a solid deal for us consumers and a tidy profit for Tesla. And not forgetting economies of scale, once they're cranking out millions of these things, the margins could get even juicier.
Now, here's where things really get interesting. Tesla's been rumored to be moving production of the Model 2's LFP batteries to the US. Not only would that bring jobs back home, but it could also make the company eligible for some sweet federal subsidies. So, what does that mean for Tesla? More money in the bank, plain and simple. Even on a low-cost vehicle like the Model 2, Tesla could be looking at a cool $10,000 profit per car. Times that by millions, and we're talking about a serious cash cow. Now, of course, there's a bit of a time crunch. The federal EV tax credit, which could help push sales even further, set to expire in 2032. So Tesla's got to get that Model 2 out the door by late 2024, which is the current estimate, giving them a nice head start over competitors like the Volkswagen ID, which will hit the scene in 2025. If everything goes according to plan, Tesla could be dominating the affordable EV market, racking up profits and outpacing the competition by the time the other car makers get their engines running. And with a starting price of $21,800, it might just change your garage too. How does Tesla roll out the Model 2? So back in April, in an earnings call, Elon made it clear that Tesla's future roadmap was not slowing down. It was actually speeding up, even hinting at more affordable models hitting the market by late 2024 or early 2025. And right now, Tesla's pulling back the curtain a bit more. Just last week, they confirmed that they've got 3 new vehicles in development: the much-hyped driverless Robotaxi, which had its debut on October 10th, and the long-awaited Roadster supercar announced way back in 2017, and the still unnamed low-cost EV that's getting primed for launch. Now, why 2024? Well, it's not just a random date. Tesla's playing the smart game here, aligning the launch to coincide with U.S. government policies that are pretty tough on Chinese imports, especially with tariffs up to 102.5% looming on the horizon. So late 2024 isn't just convenient, it's also strategic. And to make sure everything goes smoothly, Tesla's timing the release with the ramp up of factory output, particularly from their gigafactories in Germany and China. These factories are expected to handle the bulk of initial production for this new model. Over in China, Tesla's been cranking out production in their Shanghai factory, which pumps out the Model 3, Model Y, boasting a capacity of up to 500,000 vehicles every year, which is pretty impressive, right? But here's the twist. According to our latest reports, Tesla only managed to make a total of 287,000 Model 3 and Model Y vehicles in the first 4 months of the year, a slight dip, down about 5% compared to the same time last year. It's not a drop, but it does suggest that some of the production muscle is getting redirected towards ramping up the highly anticipated Model 2. Meanwhile, over in Germany, Tesla's Gigafactory in Berlin is revving up to be the next big hub for Model 2. Elon has made it clear that this plant is going to be playing a major role in Tesla's worldwide strategy. The latest update out of Berlin is pretty exciting. They've hit a production speed of 5,000 cars every week, and they only started building these cars about a year ago. Not too shabby. And not stopping there, Tesla's got big plans to expand Berlin's production capacity to 1 million cars a year by 2025, with the new Model 2 rolling off the line right alongside the Model Y. So between Shanghai's balancing act of pumping out Model 3s and Ys while gearing up for Model 2, Berlin wants to double down on production. It is clear right now that Tesla's firing on all cylinders for the next production plan. Tesla's next big move with production plans ramping up to an eye-popping 500,000 units a year. Now, we're not talking about a simple boost there. Tesla's doubling down on efficiency. Every new gigafactory they build is more advanced than the last, and the upcoming Mexico plant is about to raise that bar. Think building a car. It's kind of like building a set of Legos. Snap together 6 prefab parts and voila, you got a brand new Tesla. This approach isn't just slick, it's a game changer, cutting production costs to a level that has competitors sweating. But Tesla's not resting on their laurels either. They're ramping up their infrastructure and tightening up their supply chain like never before. Interesting is that this new low-cost model will be built using Tesla's existing production lines. Elon's ambitious unbox manufacturing method, which was initially planned for this car, have been shelved for now. It seems like Tesla's opting for a more reliable and proven approach, aiming to get the cars off the line faster and without the added complexity of experimental techniques. This way, they reduce both the production time and risk while saving a big chunk of cash in the process. Tesla's call to stick with its established production methods also reflect the company's intent to meet high demand quickly. And they're going to need to, because they're not the only ones planning to make a splash in the affordable EV market. You got the Nissan Leaf, the Chevy Bolt, the Ford Mustang Mach-E. They're all gearing up for a 2025 relaunch of their own low-cost models. Tesla knows that the competition is there, and they're not about to let anyone steal their thunder. By leveraging its existing infrastructure and years of expertise, Tesla's aiming to hit the ground running with a new model. After all, when you got a brand as powerful as Tesla and a track record of innovation, there's no reason to take unnecessary risks. The focus now is on delivering an affordable EV that meets Tesla's high standards while keeping the process as smooth as possible. If they can pull this off, Model 2, or whatever it ends up getting called, could be a game changer. And we're not just talking Tesla, but for the whole EV industry worldwide. Tesla's been locking down its global supply chain to keep the production running smoothly. We're talking big-name battery suppliers, LG Chem, Panasonic, and Cattle, not to mention the ballers like Samsung and Schaeffler for key components. But the latest news? Tesla is laser-focused on securing critical materials, the must-have ingredients for making those EV batteries. The goal here is clear: avoid any possible bottlenecks and make sure everything stays on track. They're covering their bases to keep the EV train rolling without a hitch. The pressure's on, and if there's one thing that Tesla thrives on, it's pressure. So get ready. Late 2024 could be the start of something big. And if all goes according to plan, the affordable Tesla will be rolling out of factories and into driveways faster than you can say electric revolution. What's so special about the design of the Tesla Model 2 that's got everyone talking? Elon's announcement of the final design for the Tesla Model 2 marks an exciting milestone in the EV market. Elon confirmed that Model 2 will still borrow some design elements from Tesla's existing lineup, particularly from Model Y and Model 3, but Tesla enthusiasts are really expecting this car to have similarities with Robotaxi. While the Model 2 is going to have a steering wheel, pedals, and mirrors, it's going to be equipped with FSD to operate like Tesla's newly introduced Robotaxi. One of the key takeaways from Elon's reveal is that Tesla wants to leverage everything they've learned from earlier models to streamline the production of Model 2. This approach shows Tesla's ongoing commitment to efficiency, both in design and manufacturing. For example, Model Y was designed to be cheaper to produce than Model 3 by using lesser parts and more advanced production techniques. Model 2 will benefit from the same revolutionary manufacturing process. Tesla's GigaPress technology plays a big role in this. By stamping out larger components in fewer steps, they're able to reduce the number of parts needed. They used a similar approach with Model Y, where 2 big pieces replaced 171 individual ones, saving over 1,600 welds for a car. These kind of improvements are expected to dramatically cut down on hours of labor and material costs, making Model 2 highly competitive when we're talking price. Although the exact details of Model 2 are still under tight wraps, insiders suggest Tesla will offer multiple body styles to cater to different markets. For Europe, you get a compact hatchback, while in the States and in China, it could show up as a small crossover or sedan. This flexibility is important for Tesla to appeal to the worldwide audience, since different parts of the world have different preferences when it comes down to vehicles. Even though Model 2 will come in different body styles, the underlying technology and components will be nearly identical across all markets. This strategy allows Tesla to keep production costs low while still offering vehicles that meet the specific needs of various consumers. Estimated that about 80% of the parts will be shared between the different versions of the Model 2, following the same playbook used with the shared platform between Model 3 and Model Y. According to the latest info that we've got out of Tesla's experimenting with various battery chemistries, aiming for that perfect balance of range, cost, and performance. Rumors are suggesting that they're going to go with a 53 kilowatt-hour LFP battery, and that's cheaper and more heavy-duty, but the specs are still being tightly kept under wraps. As for range, Model 2 is expected to give you 310 miles on a full charge. When we're focusing on smaller, more affordable battery packs, Tesla's able to keep your base price down while still giving the essential EV experience that us consumers have come to expect. On top of that, Tesla might be bringing its 48-volt architecture to the Model 2. According to analysts, the 48-volt low-voltage architecture might not seem totally practical for the Model 2, because many are still expecting it to make its way into this affordable vehicle. And honestly, it's not far-fetched. 48-volt systems got a lot of benefits that could help make Tesla's Model 2 cheaper and lighter by reducing the amount of wires and coppers compared to your current 12 and 24-volt systems. Right now, only the Cybertruck and Semi are rocking the 48-volt architecture, but it could easily make its way to Model 2. It even opened the door to drive-by-wire technology, so while it's still up in the air, don't be surprised if Tesla brings this cost-saving, weight-cutting tech to its next game-changing EV. Tesla's focus on making more affordable cars right now is their mission to speed up the world's shift to sustainable energy. And right now, plenty of us want to own a Tesla, but the price tag has it out of reach for a bunch of us. Models like the S and X and even the more affordable Model 3 are still a bit too pricey for us average Joes. Tesla's big idea with their latest developments is to make EVs something that we can actually afford. By doing this, it not only boosts sales and takes a bigger chunk of the market, but they also cut down on global carbon emissions. And that's a big goal for Tesla. They're rethinking every step of the design and manufacturing process to bring down costs without compromising on quality, meaning improving battery tech, streamlining production methods, and cutting back on some of the luxury features in their more affordable models. For instance, newer cars might have lesser bells and whistles, using standard components to keep the cost down. Elon and Tesla want more people to get behind the wheel of an EV because the faster we do that, the faster we can make the switch to global sustainables. At first, Tesla's self-driving Cybercab wasn't even supposed to be something you could buy, but Tesla changed course and now it's headed to market. This isn't going to have a steering wheel or pedals. Instead, it'll have a central screen for personal settings focusing on the passenger experience rather than performance metrics. Tesla's betting on big autonomous driving tech, believing it'll bring major economic benefits, and that's why they're prioritizing Cybercab over the other models. Of course, getting level 4 or 5 autonomy, where human oversight is not needed, is going to take some serious effort. Meanwhile, development on the much-anticipated Model 2 is still chugging along. With a price point of around $25,000 before government incentives could drop the real price to closer to $22,000, the Model 2 is set to be Tesla's most affordable EV yet. It might look like a smaller version of Model 3 or Model Y with fewer luxury features, but still has that Tesla DNA. For Model 2 to succeed, Tesla's got to keep optimizing their production, especially in Giga Berlin. Mass production and cost cutting are critical to keeping Model 2 affordable without sacrificing quality. If they can nail this, Model 2 could be the car that really opens the floodgates for EV adoption. How is the Model Y Juniper ready to launch alongside Model 2? Tesla's SUV isn't just the best-selling EV in the US, it's a dominant force in urban hubs like Los Angeles as one of the top-selling cars across the world. Since its debut in 2019, Model Y has made waves, but let's be real, the design starts to feel a bit dated, and that's why Elon is always refreshing the lineup. As Joseph Yoon, consumer insights analyst at Edmunds, puts it, Tesla's now moving volumes like an old-school automaker, and those automakers know that new models keep customers coming back. Now, the upcoming refresh of the Model 3 gives us some big clues about what to expect for Model Y in 2025, but don't think it's just copying the 3's upgrades. We'll see updated taillights and revamped bumper and maybe even a full-width light bar across the back. There's also buzz about a new front camera to boost Tesla's autopilot and full self-driving. What could be radical, though, is its bigger battery. Early whispers suggest a whopping 95 kilowatt pack that could seriously boost range. For context, the largest battery in the current Model Y is 75 kilowatts, and you can bet Tesla's continually evolving battery tech means Juniper is going to get even more efficient. Other upgrades? How about 510 horsepower with a 0 to 60 mile an hour time in less than 3 seconds, 2.9 specifically? That'll get your heart racing. The front end is expected to be sleeker with a smoother hood and lower headlights, improving aerodynamics. We can also expect a smoother ride too, thanks to the frequency reactive dampers. The tires and wheels also getting an upgrade for more range and less road noise with ventilated seats and quieter cabins with, get this, 360-degree acoustic glass. Not just on the front windshield and side windows are going to make for an incredibly peaceful and tranquil drive. Rear passengers might even get their own entertainment screen for gaming, streaming, and climate control. Tesla could ditch the steering wheel stocks, moving physical controls to thumb buttons, and integrate more of the car's functions into the touchscreen, including gear shifting. And the sound system also getting a boost. Plus, we'll likely see the latest Hardware 4 package, which promises better computing power and sensors for autopilot and full self-driving. Model Y might also get a more efficient rear motor. So we want to ask you, the viewer, and thank you, by the way, for making it this far in the video. We really appreciate it. Do you think that Tesla, priced at around $21,800, would finally make EVs more accessible for us everyday drivers? What features are must-haves for you at this price point? We'd be happy if you let us know your comments about this, and we hope you have the utmost relaxation after watching this episode. If you do, we humbly ask that you hit that like button so you join the Tesla Car World community, because we'd really love to have you here, and you subscribe to our channel. That way, when you hit the notification bell icon, you get updated on any fantastic videos once, sometimes twice a day that come your way. With that, your feedback, and again, the time you spent watching this video, we really appreciate it. Again, thanks for watching, and we hope to see you back here soon. Until then, stay safe, take care, and God bless you. Goodbye.